my channel. I'm very excited about today's video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, consider to do it right now, and also follow me on my social media so we can become part of the same family. Today I'm going to be showing you an interview I had with Belgica Trabajadora de Campo, or the Bilingual Mom. I'm sure you all know her. Like a couple of months ago, what happened is that I've been watching, because of course I follow her too. I've been watching a few videos, the last few she uploaded in her channels, both of them, and I thought it was a great idea for me to upload this interview in this channel, just as a way to remind you the wonderful and powerful woman she is. We all have tons of things to learn from her, and she's so strong, so powerful, so wonderful, and also pretty. And I just wanted to show that to all you. I consider her a very dear friend, and no matter what we're going through, we all can have very hard moments, but the most important thing is just to smile and keep going. And Belgica, I really admire you because you're wonderful and amazing girl. Let's enjoy together this interview to Belgica, the Bilingual Mom. Hi guys! So today we're here with Belgica, and she's gonna tell us a little bit more about her YouTube channel, about the work she does, and also about her personal life. Hi Belgica, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing good. How about you?
Good. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us this really hot day, because it's Sunday and here in Fresno it's really hot.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Belgica, where are you from exactly?
I was born in Oaxaca, Mexico. It's a southern state in Mexico, and I immigrated to the United States at the age of 4.
And so you went to school and everything here?
Yeah, I was raised here and I did all my schooling here in California, in Fresno to be exact.
And what about the Mexican culture? At home, did you guys keep that Mexican culture or not at all?
We kept a great part of our Mexican culture, but we also took a lot of. My parents aren't traditional, like really traditional, and we kept the food part. We don't really practice the religion part, but in the music part, but the food and the language we kept.
So you and all your brothers, everybody speaks Spanish?
Yeah, we all speak fluent Spanish.
What about your daughter? Are you teaching her some Spanish or no?
I only speak to my daughter in Spanish, but she knows I speak English, so she responds in English, because I don't know why she does that, but I try to talk to her more in Spanish than in English, because I know she's going to go to school and learn it there. But since my brothers speak English and they're young, they're little, like her, so she prefers English, and she knows I speak English, so she...
But she understands, right?
She understands Spanish, and she does speak it too, because she speaks to my daughter.
Belgica, tell us how or why did you decide to work in the countryside, to be a country woman, to, that work that you do on the field, for most of us seem to be very hard and difficult. And you're so young and beautiful. Why would you go and work there?
Oh, thank you. But I guess here where I live in Fresno, there's jobs, but there's mostly agriculture. And I only had my high school diploma. I only have it. Right now I'm going to school. But there's just so many young women my age, who are bilingual, speak both English and Spanish, are fluent in both languages. And I applied for so many jobs. I applied Ross, Marshalls, Walmart, and I wasn't able to get a job. So when I was living with my daughter's father, and he is a farm worker, so I just went to go work with him. And since my parents had always worked in the fields, I was familiar with it too, so it was easy for me to go there. And there was no interview, there was nothing. I just went and worked, and I was making minimum wage, what I would make working, at some other place, so it was easy for me to get a job, and that's how I started working.
But it was easy to get the job, but what about the actual type of work you have to do there? We all have seen your videos, yeah. But at the beginning, was it always easy? You got used to that really fast, or it was hard for you at the beginning?
It was never hard. I guess I don't know how to explain it, but it was easy. I mean, since I was working by the hour, I think it's easier. I mean, a lot of people find it to be hard, but I was exposed to the fields at a very young age. My mom used to go sell food at the fields. My dad was a foreman, and I mean, I saw firsthand how people worked, and they used to take me, and I would just sit around there. So I mean, I was already familiar. I knew what I was going to do, and it wasn't hard for me. And plus, I mean, I needed the money, so when you have a need, you obviously take on anything.
And what about your daughter? What is she doing while you're working?
She has her babysitter, and I pay for this lady to take care of her. She's a very good babysitter. She's awesome. I wouldn't take her to daycare because I just love her so much. And they have a good connection, a good bond. She feeds her really healthy food, and she takes good care of her. So,
if you had to describe the type of work you do in 3 words, how would you describe it?
I would describe it as free, hard, physically, not really like, and tiring. Yeah.
But you still enjoy it.
I still enjoy it. Oh yeah, I feel like I get a workout out there. I mean, I don't have time for gym or anything like that, so that's my gym.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
You still keep very healthy.
Yeah.
Working there. And where you work, there are a lot of Hispanic people, like a lot of people like us. Our Hispanic community is working there. Most of them are Hispanic, or most of them are American people.
Most of the people are Hispanic, and actually the majority are undocumented, unfortunately. But there are a lot of documented people. If I were to put a percentage on it, 80% of the people are undocumented, and the other 20% are documented.
Wow. And what about the language? Do you guys speak mostly English or Spanish?
Spanish. Everyone speaks Spanish there. The foremans, the contractors, the supervisors, everyone. All of them are Hispanic as well too. Most of them. There are a few that are American, but they mostly speak Spanish too.
And have you seen that they keep their culture, like their food, or because Hispanic can be from wherever, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Nicaragua, anywhere.
Yeah.
And have you seen them really keeping their culture, like their food, their traditions, or not at all?
I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people like from El Salvador. They take their pupusas there, and the Mexicans obviously take their tacos or burritos. And I've seen Peruvians, and they he takes a lot of potatoes. So I mean, they do keep it, and they pack their food in the morning and they take it to work.
Oh, that's great. And what would you say is your favorite Mexican food?
That's hard. Oh yeah, I know. Salsa de chicharrón.
Salsa de chicharrón.
So that's like pork skins in a red hot sauce.
So you like spicy food?
Yeah, I do, but it's really bad for me. Yeah, I do like it though.
What do you like the most working there in the fields?
What I like about it, I guess the job I most enjoy, or
yeah, the whatever you do there, what is the one you enjoy the most?
I really like picking grapes for raisins. That's my favorite job for some reason. Even though I get so dirty, that's like the dirtiest job, I guess you could say. You get really dirty, but it's fun. The time flies by there really quick. It's just like you go in and you're out.
But it's like a non-stop?
Yeah, it's non-stop, and I mean there's breaks and stuff, but I skip them.
And how did you make the transition? Well, not really the transition, but how did you get to balance your personal life as a mom, as a young lady that you are, and also as a worker, and the YouTube side? How did you decide to start that, and why?
Well, like I said, I started the YouTube channel thing about the farm workers because I noticed that there was no other channel like it, and I just saw it as a good opportunity to show people, to show the world what farm work is and how important it is to humans. I mean, we all depend on it no matter where we live. It's not just here in the United States and Mexico, it's worldwide. The farmer is worldwide. And unfortunately, farm workers are always looked down upon, saying that we are not smart, that's typically, oh, you didn't go to school, this and that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. There's a lot of educated people from Mexico who end up in the United States and have no other choice but to go work in the fields. But, there's really, there's a lot of smart people in the fields and people who just didn't have the opportunity in life to go to school or to have a better life, but they make the best of it. And I mean, we need farm workers, and like I said, we were underestimated, I guess.
Yeah,
and I wanted
we
the world
depend
to
on that.
Yeah, I wanted the world to see that.
Oh, that's so great. And you mentioned before that you were going to school right now.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
I'm studying social work. I really want to become an activist for farm workers and work closely with the UFW. And so I can, I already have contacts there, a good thing, and they support me a lot. So I just need to get that education so I can, be part of it.
And whenever you're done with that education process, would you be considering of quitting working there?
Yeah,
in the field?
yes, I will quit, but I will always stay with my people, and my purpose is to help them out, not to leave them behind, not to leave them forgotten, because I feel like they need a voice, and I want to be that voice for them.
Oh, that's so great. So you're not that kind of person that will say, oh, that belongs to my past, that's part of my past.
No, I'm a farm worker, so I know the struggle. I know what it is to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, pack the food, get the kids ready, and take them to the babysitter, because I'm not the only one who does that. There's so many other moms, dads who have to go through that every day, and I want to be their voice. Like, I want to represent them, and me, I have the opportunity to get an education, I have what it takes to get out of the field, but I just don't want to leave them. I want to support them, I want to help them, and
keep working like on their side.
Yeah, I feel like I'm the perfect candidate for that, because I know the struggle, and I'm not just trying to help them because I feel sorry for them. No, because I really know what it takes to work in the field, and I know how hard it can actually be. Not just working there, but also balancing the life outside of work. So I just want to be their voice and help them out.
Belgica, and since we all know that a day has 24 hours only.
Yeah.
How many hours do you really dedicate to YouTube, to your daughter, to sleep, to do your personal stuff, to your beauty routine, and also your work? Because it seems like a lot for a single young woman,
It is a lot. Unfortunately, it's a lot. Unfortunately, I am a single mom, but I have managed to really balance it out. And like I said, I'm young, so I feel like I have the energy that it takes to take on this job. And really, I dedicate, obviously, from 3:30 or 3:30 a.m. From 3 a.m. to 3:30, obviously, all the way till 3 p.m. to just working in the fields. And I get home, I dedicate maybe like an hour or two to my daughter and to getting clean, taking a shower, and the rest I dedicate like 2-3 hours a day to YouTube. It depends. Sometimes I dedicate 1, sometimes I dedicate 4. It just depends if I have to edit or film.
But you dedicate every day certain time for everything. Like, you get to manage everything in one day.
Yeah, I do.
Every single day.
I mean, I sleep late. Sometimes I do end up sleeping at 12, 11 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you sleep like 3-4 hours sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes I do. If I have a busy schedule, yes, I do. I have to like a time limit, because I upload a video every Sunday, so I do have 3 videos a week on my channel. Plus, I have another channel, which is the Bilingual Mom, and I mean, that's why I haven't been uploading there so much, but yeah, I dedicate at least an hour a day on YouTube.
Belgica, what would be a message that you could give to the new generations that maybe don't see working on the fields as a possibility? What would you tell them about that? About our culture and the work that some people like you do there?
Well, I mean, if you have the opportunity to find a job that's not in the fields and it pays the minimum wage, I mean, stay in that job. Obviously, like I said, my videos are for other people to appreciate not just farm workers, but also appreciate their jobs. Like, if you can't handle the fields or the heat, the cold, if you're in a job that is temporary, and you're making minimum wage, stay in that job. But if you can't find a job and you're struggling and you need the money, there's nothing wrong with going to the fields and working there. It's a good job. I mean, it's a job that, it pays the minimum wage. It is physically hard, but I mean, it's not impossible to do. as long as you have the need, you will be able to do it. And there's nothing to be ashamed about working in the fields. If you actually need a job, you go get a job. And if that's the only option, there's nothing wrong with it. And I mean, not only that, but you'll learn so much from working in the fields. You'll appreciate your time more. You'll value time better. And if you ever get a different job, I'm sure you will appreciate it, because it's not easy to work in 100 degrees outside when it's humid, when you have to carry, 25 pounds and still a ladder. So it's not easy. And trust me, you will appreciate another job if you ever get a better job. So
thank you, Belgica. It's just so great to get to know you. Is there anything else that you would like to tell us, or that you would like to tell the audience about you, or about anything else that you would like to share with us?
Well, I just hope that everyone that sees this can, if you're not familiar with my channel, so you go check it out and just see what farm work is, and see the process that it takes for the produce to get to our table. Because sometimes we just sit down and eat, and we thank God for the meals, but we never think about who had to work, who picked that out. I mean, we all depend, like I said, on farm workers. Like, who picked that onion? Who picked that lettuce? Who picked that peach? Who picked that and that? Just think about it. And every time we know that there's a produce that is expensive, and it takes a lot of work, that, like, the peaches that I pick, they're really nice. And I mean, probably like $5 a peach sometimes, because I have seen them, and we don't get paid that much. We wish we got paid that much, but it's a big process to get there. And just to appreciate the farm workers, and not to see them as a lower class, or people who are uneducated or ignorant.
Thank you, Belgica. And definitely, I think this is a good example of appreciation, and I hope you all keep motivated. And if you don't find the motivation, self-motivate yourself, because that's very important, to feel grateful for what you have, and to appreciate what others can do and actually are doing. Anything is impossible. If somebody can do it, we all can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you soon in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.